Welcome back to another edition of the Friday 5, Valentine's Day edition. So hope all you lovebirds are excited for some mortgage talk. All right, start with mortgage rates like we always do. National averages quoted from Mortgage News Daily. Conventional 30-year fixed today at 6.96%, so back under that 7% Mendoza line. FHA 30-year fixed at 6.33%. VA 30-year fixed at 6.35%, and then some bonus rates today from the PHFA Pennsylvania bond program, Keystone Home Loan, 5.5% for FHA, VA, and USDA, and 5.875% for conventional. Those products do have income limits, but really attractive rates for the right client who qualifies. Number 2, what is amortization? Another term that kind of gets thrown around sometimes. Sometimes you'll hear someone reference an amortization schedule. So what is amortization? Well, amortization is just the process of reducing or paying off a debt with regular monthly payments. So that can be a mortgage, it could be a car loan, basically anything that you pay a fixed monthly payment on over a fixed period that then results in the loan being paid off in full. Typically, a mortgage is amortized over 30, 20, or 15 years, and a standard amortization schedule would have the same monthly principal and interest payment over the lifetime of the loan. Number 3, if you're interested in purchasing your first home and you're not quite sure where to start and you're a little intimidated by the process, I have a suggestion for you. Talk to family, talk to friends, and find a good local mortgage loan originator that you can schedule either a Zoom or an in-person appointment with and sit down and talk to them. Have them take a look at your income documentation, your pay stubs, your W-2s, your assets. Have them pull a soft pull credit report. Have them look at the full picture of your finances and ask any questions that you have, and then come up either with a game plan to qualify in the future if you don't qualify now, or maybe you qualify immediately and then you're going to feel much less nervous about the process because you find out you already qualify. I think there's a lot of first-time home buyers that feel uneasy about the process. They don't know where to start, and gathering more information is always a great place to start. In every market, there are good, local, caring loan originators that will sit down and have that type of appointment with you, and I would strongly encourage you to do that. Here's what not to do. Don't go on a website, fill out information with some national lender who acts like all you have to do is press a button and you'll get a mortgage, because you're not going to get good service there. You're going to find much better service through somebody locally who cares about you, who's in your community, who has a reputation to uphold. Go to them, get more info. Number 4, update on the CFPB, which has been a crazy place for the last couple weeks. So they went from the previous director of the CFPB, Rohit Chopra, who was appointed under the Biden administration, has been there for a couple years, to Scott Bessent, who was just an acting director while he's also serving as Secretary of the Treasury. Then a new acting director got appointed, a couple days or a week later. That was Russell Vogt, who is also serving as director of the Office of Management and Budget. And then finally this week, the Trump administration appointed what seems to be a permanent director, Jonathan McKernan. So McKernan has served in the past at the FDIC, at FHFA. He's pretty widely respected in the financial regulation space. And his appointment suggests that this administration does have a plan for the CFPB, and they're not just trying to burn it to the ground, which many have thought that was their plan. And honestly, President Trump has acted like and said that kind of was what he thought should be done with it. Right now, CFPB staffers are on a work stop order that acting director Vogt put in place like a week or two ago. And he also fired about 70 probationary CFPB employees. In a recent Housing Wire article that I read, they kind of suggested that maybe this administration is trying to do like a bad cop, good cop approach, where Vogt came in as the bad cop. Honestly, a lot of people don't like him already. And he did the dirty work of putting the work stoppage in place, sending the Doge guys in there, firing the 70 probationary employees, and now McKernan maybe is coming in as good cop to reform the CFPB and bring some type of common sense approach to how they do things in the future. I hope that's the case. I personally don't want to see the CFPB burnt to the ground. I think they need to make some changes, but I would really like to see the CFPB stay intact. I naturally am a rule follower. I don't know why. That's my personality. And I feel like, or I see with my eyes around me, that if there is not a regulator in place and the bad actors have no fear of getting in trouble for anything or having any punishment if they do things that are illegal, then they're just going to run roughshod. And the good business owners, the honest, ethical people are going to suffer because of that. So I'm super hopeful that McKernan is a good appointment and that he leads the CFPB in a way that is appropriate and fair. Number 5, quote of the week. I have a wooden, some artwork on the wall in my office with this quote on it because I want it to impact how I interact with everyone on a daily basis, whether that's coworker, customer, business partner, mailman, everyone I come in contact with. I try to live by this. Quote's pretty simple. Comes from Micah 6:8 in the Bible. Do justly, love mercy, walk humbly. Thanks for listening, friends. Have a great weekend. Happy Valentine's Day.